Hey guys, this is a video to go a little bit more in depth of how Kingsvein plays versus Horizon's Gate or Void Spire or even Alvora. I didn't play much of Alvora, however I did play Void Spire, and Kingsvein is definitely more Void Spire than Horizon's Gate. It is all FFT, no uncharted waters. That's how I describe it. But what it does is so good. I love this game. Um, I am. I'll go over first who I am. I am Fertibip. I have, or I am a tester for the like a play tester for the beta, which is what you're seeing here now. So if anything shows up, it's beta footage. It probably won't be like any errors that show up. Probably won't be in the main game. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna go over basically main differences. So let's start. First off, there's no class, or there's no races, rather. You do have classes. The default is Wisp Slayer, which will let you get an extra turn when you KO a target. And then there's Stalker. So it's basically, this is your warrior guy, this is your stealthy boy, and then this is your mage. But not exclusively a mage, because some of the warrior skills later in the game cost a lot of MP, and this guy has MP recovery when he hits 0. So it also works for a warrior. You just don't get the extra turn you get from the Slayer. There are a couple of extra classes if you've beaten the game, like in Horizon's Gate. It unlocks a couple new classes. I won't go over them now because that is for you to find out. And one of them is absolutely fun, considering this game is all about battlefield control, not crowd control. So let's name myself. So since you're only given the one guy, you have a whole bunch of choices. I like the pirate hat guy, or not the pirate, the bard hat guy, with a mask. I want my boy to be purple, of course, and wearing red. Isn't he just so beautiful? So we'll go with him. We also have different classes for your beast, your wyvern. The one that I like is winged. It can jump over enemies, so he can just jump over to the other side. And because you can ride him in battle, you can put a guy on him, move him to the other side of the enemy, and then he's good to go to attack him from the other side or get away if he needs to. Plus, whenever someone is riding the wyvern, the wyvern takes damage instead. So it's good to have more mobility with winged. Of course, there's Charger, which has more movement in straight lines, and then the Wyvern, which is just the base guy, which gives extra health. If you're going to use him as like a damage boy, then Wyvern is what you would go for, but I prefer winged. And then we're given 2 guys, so you're only given 3 classes at the start, and more are unlocked. Again, I'm going to avoid spoiling that. A couple more are unlocked when you beat the game. So Junkstone's your basic human. You get more XP, no benefits or anything. Corporist in the world of Graven. People, or I guess they're not even people. They're just diecast. So they have to meld with rocks. So Junkstone is like the base that poor people go with. Corporist is the high-end rock. So they get extra HP and MP, and then the Voltraced gets extra MP if you want a mage. Now these are different than your main class, so these are it's kind of like you're given like maybe 10 total different not classes, races. Yeah, it's just they're split between your offhand guys and your main guy. So we're gonna go with Voltraced for this guy. I am uninventive, so I'm just naming him what he is. I guess I should name this guy Winged. And then we'll go, oh, don't want to look at that one. Yeah, we'll go with just Corpus for this guy. Okay, so these also have different heads. Or no, they have the main heads. They just have different skin from your main guy. You can give them like a beard type thing, or I guess it's not a beard. It's more rocks coming out of their face, or a bandana. So let's give this guy a blank head. We'll give him a poofy forward. I think he started with that. We'll give him more rocks. We'll make him gray and blue. Sure, let's make him blue. Did I already pass the blue? I passed it twice, I'm sure. There, now he's color coded. So that's my mage guy. Try to remember that he's blue. This guy already has a bandana. Oh, you can just give him an extra bandana. A double wide. Yeah, let's give him Spike. Spike, and let's make him brown. Orange. Sure, why not? Okay, we're not going to skip intro, because the intro is very important, just like in Horizon's Gate. So the first thing you'll notice, we have a little bit of a cutscene. So the background for modders, you'll see we actually have a background, and that's because in the Kingsvein engine, you can put background images as or in the zone. So that's wonderful. Highly appreciated. Also, this is a movie. It's an OGV file. So in this engine, you can play movies if you really need to or want to. Oh, I forgot to make my main guy red. Oh, hopefully I won't get him confused with the other guy. So right off the bat, you'll notice our HP is basically cut in half. Every damage counts, or every hit counts. Every hit point, every HP. So even hitting for 1 is still worth something early game. You're going to want to hit harder, obviously, but enemies, even on Ruin, they're only going to hit like maybe 3 or 4. So you want to, early game at least. So you want to, where was I going with that? Don't worry about it. This is cut stuff in half, basically. MP is about the same. So you'll also see here, this is our skill bar. So a new thing, you don't, for stars, you don't gain stats anymore. You gain skills, and the skills have different tiers. So endurance is your health. So you put 1 star into that, you'll gain +1 health. Put another one and +2 health, etc. Sword skill, spear, flail. Over here you'll see your different magics. So everything that was, like all of our stats, has been reduced to the skills. So now we have a bar showing off all of our different stat upgrades. So, and with that, we no longer have defense against magic types. We have general magic, damage, and then physical damage, and then dodge. So magic is really strong in this game because there's no way to mitigate it except through specific means, which I won't specifically get into. But there's a way to mitigate it, but it's limited, and it's percentage based. So, and then of course we have our passives. So we'll go over that later in a bit. So right off the bat, you can look at stuff. You should be looking at everything. Look at yourself. Hey, a door. Let's look at nothing. Oh yeah, you can look at stuff through the black. Don't worry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so we'll start by pushing this guy into the void because Elderon was nice to give us a little 2-tile push and then put him 2 tiles into the void. So it's a good quick way to get rid of him. We'll look at our little boy. So yes, the Wyvern we can ride, which is good later. Like right now, obviously it's a tight area, it doesn't really matter, but later on when you're on the world map and stuff. So another thing, inventories, character inventories are here, as well as your stash. But like container inventories aren't a thing anymore. For modding purposes they are, but I mean, like, if you open a cupboard, it's going to drop everything that's in the container at once, and then you can put it wherever. Of course, the shift to stash still works. Also look at everything. It's there's no selling discoveries because it's not Horizon's Gate, right? That was a Horizon's Gate thing. But still, looking at everything is good to get knowledge on it, as well as there is an achievement for getting 50% of the journal. So again, look at everything. Can't look through the wall. Smashy smash the bubble. And in case you didn't know or have forgotten, Graven is living soil. So that was basically a pustule that we popped. So those are so. The implications are amusing. And that's why everything is like, these are basically pimples. You can just pop the pimples of the living soil, and that's like a scar, but it's not a scar. It's the world is crazy. I love it. So we'll continue looking at everything. We have bandages. There is crafting in the game. Instead of like, because you can't do like cloth and stuff, getting bandages is or you can buy them, or you can get them from the Graven version of cloth, which is stock weave. And then we got our Wisp here. Oh, something I guess I didn't go over. You have 3 accessory slots now. Just like a little bit in Horizon's Gate, where some items can be equipped multiple times, or maybe that was Void Spire, I can't remember. You can only have 1 pair of boots. You can't really put 3 boots on. You can have as many rings as you want. You can only have 1 cloak and stuff like that. So some of the accessories are limited to what you can have based on where it goes on your body. What else? One of the stash. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna save here. And then we're going to try to kill this Wisp as efficiently as possible. Now, I moved him over there because I want the Wisp to go up here and then spawn his guys. That way my dog can take care of them. And then this guy, he's got this magical ability here, so we can just say no thank you to the Ogre, and he's bye-bye. So my guy should jump in now. Yep. I'm gonna be basically skipping the story related things, dialogue related things when it comes to it. Mostly gonna be showing off the changes. So you can see the Wisp's main ability is to possess things, and you'll fight a lot of possessed in this game. So you want to prevent them from getting, or from actually getting, or possessing. English is my first language, I swear. You want to prevent them from possessing dead bodies. That's why these are here. So I'm going to just smack the corpse, because we got to push. We can push it into the Wisp. We're going to smack the corpse into him to kill him. That gives us another turn, but we can't really do much. You know what? I'm willing to sacrifice my puppy. I should have done that with my fist instead of sword. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh no. Okay, well that's fine. He's gonna get the fuck out of there. Okay, so the Wisp should come down and take a bite out of my main guy, and then we'll swarm him next turn and get or kill him. All right, blam. No, you stay over there. Oh, another thing, right? I kind of glazed over it, but your turn is taken at the same time, so you don't have to play, like my next guy is my Voltrace guy. You don't have to use him. You can click on someone else and then move them, or you can just click on them in the turn bar if they still have a turn, or you can click on them up here, doesn't matter, or you could use the switch to next character button, but you can go at any turn, so you don't have to move the next guy, which is awesome. And of course we go first, that's another thing. So we're going to just kill him off. Zavard is going to tell us to equip stuff. Okay, so we're going to take this opportunity here to explain a very important part that you might not know right away. Is corpses can be looted, but you have to interact with them and they'll drop whatever they have on them. So you might not think to do that because, yeah, whatever. Just letting you know. We're going to give his sword to him. We don't got anything else? No. Alright, and with that, we're going to go over... So I went over skills. So you get a star every 300 XP in a class. And just like Horizon's Gate, it carries over because it's skills per character. Right? So hopefully that prevents confusion. So for the Bib, he's the Wisp Slayer. Our mount can be mounted. He has a skill for that. He's resilient, so he doesn't lose any of his HP when he dies, and he will die a lot. And then we have the Holy Knight, Zavard. He inflicts -2 strength and magic to any possessed targets he hits with a delayed attack. And then my other guys would have skills if they were special, but they're not. They just have stat boosts. But yeah, let's learn some stuff. So early game, Ready is great because it does 60% damage, and you can use it with spear or sword or anything. Counter has been reduced to 25% damage, so it's not as good, but of course Ready takes up a move. So counter is okay now, but it's not going to be your main thing like in Horizon's Gate. So Ready's a good one to get early game, because the enemies will literally just walk up to you. Like say I've readied this tile and the guy's over here, he'll be like do 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 do, and then he'll tank the hit just so he can attack you. So it's good to use. We'll go over to our boy here. So just like everyone else, he has certain skills. This one's specific for him. You can upgrade your guy or your Wyvern so that he can actually use Knight and Mystic skills. He can't by default, but he's got all specific stuff for being a war beast, i.e. Wyvern. I use him as like a defensive mechanism as well as a way to buff my guys. So I usually go for Clever as soon as I can, and then I get the Knight. Knights have Brave, which increase your attack damage. And just like Horizon's Gate, each arm is +1 damage. So these are all like, it's going to be a bit before you get anything with him. So like I said, Ready's good. We're going to get Savard in there. So early game magic, Arc is great because it lets you do 2 tiles as well as it electrifies the blood, which as you can see here, if I were to wait, which one is Voltrace is my magic boy? Okay, we'll give him Arc. So if I use Arc, you'll see that it highlights tiles that are affected by it. So in battle, if there's blood underneath someone, you'll see the tile showing you that it'll take electrical damage. You can end up in a situation where you'll electrocute your own guys. I've done that many times, of course. Sometimes you're just like, okay, it's only +1. I need to kill this specific guy over here. So it's good for that. And we're going to take Blood Spike because that is also an ability where you can see it highlights the tiles based on what it's going to do. So Blood Spike will do extra damage based on the amount of blood under that target. So if the target's been hit multiple times and it's a big pile of blood, it'll do a lot of extra damage. So early game, Arc and Blood Spike are good. And then you want to go for Burst for both your mages, or however you want to do your mages, because Burst is just it pushes tiles at a distance, so it has a range of 3, and then you can push a tile, push your guys or anyone, as well as do damage to the tile itself. So it's a good early game spell. So we've gone over a few of the early game stuff. Again, you can ride your mount by clicking on him. You can just get off him by clicking on him again or switching to a different party member. So that first area doesn't really have anything, but of course we have a few pieces of loot here. Of course we gotta look at everything. Did I look at the bubble? I looked at the bubble. These are protrusions. That's a bubble with something in it. These are Junkstone walls. Rubble. Braziers, of course. A locked door. That's barred windows, arrow sledge. Yeah, we're good. Oh, nose. Sorry about that. A little secret between you and me. There's an item up here if you dare run up and grab it. You can look and get... Oh, it's a wristband. I thought they were rings. I've been calling them rings this entire time. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I have no idea. Better start panicking. Exactly. Saved by the mysterious Cludded Hoke. That's what I was gonna say. The hooded cloaked individual, yes. Yes. Thank you, let's be nice. Again, I'm specifically skipping story-related stuff. Okay, so we get Remir and our introduction to spears here. So we're going to not forget about this guy back here. We can let these guys come forward, but we're going to smash and grab. Okay, that guy has the thing. Should be able to get him with just 3 guys, I think. So we'll move our boy up here. I guess he could... No, he has no range currently. Alright, we'll do that. So we'll start with killing this guy back here. Oh, he can move forward more than I thought. Okay, so we're gonna... Remir starts with ready, so we're gonna show that off. This guy can only reach her with his spear, so he's not even gonna care. He's just gonna walk into it, and then Remir will hit him for a couple damage. Okay, let's beat up this guy some more. Head over, and then there we go. He doesn't really have anything to do, so we are going to get as close as we can without getting hit. He has fire, so he can hit here in the 1, 2, 3. So we're going to move here. And my boy doesn't have anything to do. See, Reddy smacked him, and he didn't give a shit. So he's like, yep, I'll just walk into it, why not? So that should allow Remir to hit him for a bit more. Move ahead a bit. Get Zavard in here. And then our... Oh, crap, he's not close enough. Oh well, that's fine. Which one has blood spike? Oh, he does. Okay. Well, that's not... Never mind. So, he's bloody. He's standing off of blood. Okay, so we should be good to do arc. As you can see, it shows the tiles where there are blood, where it'll be affected by the arc. So he's going to reach here, so we're going to stand back 1. So we can use blood spike, both to do damage to someone who's standing on blood, as well as to create a spike. So, actually, if we put a spike there, then he won't be able to walk, and then our guy should be able to jump over it. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to just ready and do nothing, and wait for them to walk to us. Yeah, okay, he chose something else because he couldn't get to the spike. So we want to get rid of this mage boy. So spears are great. Spears are the best in this game. So we want to hit double. So we have zap, zappy zaps. So that will hit them. I don't think it'll hit him. Is there anything we can do to get blood on this guy? Maybe, because that guy can hit. Okay, so this guy can hit diagonally. Okay, so we got some blood down. So we're going to use some zaps to hit everyone. There we go. He's guarding the spikes. But yeah. So we should be able to, we can kill him. And since he's a Wisp Slayer, he gets another go. So we're just going to push the corpse into the other guy. This guy should be able to stab him. My boy can just hang out in the back row. Oh, don't kill Remir. Okay, good. Okay, so Zavard should have 3 damage. He does. You should have a few damage. Actually, let's go back. Oh, I can't reach. I totally planned proper. Okay, I was gonna do blood spike on him, but I don't have anyone within range that can hit him and get blood. So it would have only done 2 damage. Anyway, he's got 2 health, and my guy's got lots of health. So, oh, we're gonna switch weapons. So he pushes him with a fist instead of his sword, and then yeah, use him as a sacrifice. So, oh, story stuff. So let's look at stuff. What am I looking at? Oh, the blood. I want to look at the Junkstone Club. Spear, money. What does he have? A sword. I've already looked at a sword. Oh, I haven't looked at. My guy came with a flail, but I didn't look at it. Remember to loot corpses. I looked at blood. Okay. So let's give Spartus. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the shield. Super observational. Let's give my main guy. Actually, let's give Zavard the ore sword. See, this is rusty sword. This is ore sword. It does more damage. So we're gonna do that. You can have a flail as well. So both my mages have diagonals. Remir doesn't need fire, but I don't have anything else, so Remir can have fire. Alright. So this, you can look around at the start here, but this is actually a separate zone for game purposes. So there's nothing here, really. Did I look at doors? I looked at doors. Let's look at some Groaches and some whatever they are. Oh my god, did I seriously forget the blotches? Yeah. Goop. So this isn't actually water, this is goop. So in Horizon's Gate, you zap any water source, it's going to go all the water sources, right? In this, goop it just does +1 damage to the target of the zap. So it's not contiguous. Which is still beneficial to knock enemies into goop, because it will incapacitate them if they don't have the ability to swim. So these Groaches, you can just knock them into the goop and they'll be stuck there until they die after 3 turns. Yes. Let's move on. Story stuff. Now this game has a lot of dialogue choices, and stuff does matter. For instance, Remir. There's a way to not get her for the entire game if you want to go super hard mode. So it matters what you choose. But yes, let's go in, pick up or loot the area. So this will be our main base. Also, always. Remir has it. Always light braziers, because obviously That's their sole purpose in life. You gotta give them what they need. So here's the, whoops, wrong button. Here's the tutorial rock. So give you explanations of stuff. So just like Voidspire, well, and Horizon's Gate, but it doesn't really matter in Horizon's Gate because you're going to be sailing a lot, so it recovers really quickly in the overworld. But if you get KO'd, your health will go down, and staying at the campfire will recover all of that. So I'm just going to show you how incredibly low it can get. So you basically want to not die. Oh, I'll move the main guy over here. Ah, no. Sir. Smacky smack. So he died once. He's missing 2 health. No, stop moving. Died twice. He's now missing 5 health. 3 times. He's missing... He was at 15, right? Yeah, so 8 health. Stop moving. And this can just keep going lower and lower. So you want to not die. So, yeah. Okay, so he's missing... I guess the lowest is 50% of his health, which is a lot, considering you have such little early game. So let's rest. First time we do campfire stuff. Actually, most of the time you do campfire stuff after you've done something significant in the story. You will get lore, which I love and appreciate. Great to come back here after you've done something and get a little bit of story. Byron is your financial advisor. I don't have enough money. Okay, sir. Well, I know for a fact that there's $3 doodles here. He's gonna give you your first lockpick. Lockpicks are essential in this game. Always buy them. Anytime you find a new merchant or you kill someone, get their lockpick. Other stuff here, yep. Look at everything. So we're gonna move on to you can fight this early. It shouldn't be that hard. The Groaches are pretty weak, and these guys, well, yeah, these guys will poison you if you see. They have venom attacks. And they also have a spin attack, which will attack multiple enemies. They're not a spin attack. What is it called in Horizon's Gate? Frenzy? Yeah, Frenzy. So they have that, where they'll hit all the targets around them. But, yeah. Why not? Let's do another save and see if we can beat them this early. Okay, so spear guys up front so they can reach. Nope, I need magic guys. They won't bleed into the water, so I need the guy that doesn't have that, which I have forgotten. Ah, whatever, they'll move around. Okay, he's gonna go down, get some Groaches. So again, you can just select who you want to go first. You don't have to do it in any order. So we're going to get Remir to stab one of these guys. He's gonna zap the other guy. And then hang back so he doesn't get hit. This guy doesn't have enough move to get over. What should we do with this guy? I should try to learn more spells. We'll just hang out there. So he's gonna come in and smack him. Or Remir. He's definitely gonna hit Remir. Either way, we should be good next turn. So we'll ready up here just in case he comes over there. So we'll get him ready to jump across, because he's going to jump this gap to take him on from the other side. There's nothing he can do. He doesn't have a spear or anything. Ah, of course I went after Remir. So as you can see, Remir's now poisoned. That's my blood spike boy. Okay, so I want him, yeah, because I want to do a little bit of a zappy zap. We'll get Remir to smack him, then Remir can back off a bit. Move him in. He's probably not going to stand on that tile, but might as well. It doesn't cost MP unless it's actually used, and it's not used if no one walks into it. So blood spike. I don't have any blood anywhere. Alright, let's... Oh, we can't get him over there yet, but close enough. And then we can get him to ready up. He should hit for 3, yeah. Okay, well that guy's gonna die. You should have paid attention to his health. Okay, I can wipe out either one of those, but I'll wipe out this one. Do you have 2 damage? Yes, you do. You can reach that Groach. Okay, this guy. If I do a double zap there, that'll work. Hit them both. Get him out of the way so I can bring my main guy in. There we go. Alright, some of us got chisel. So we'll go our main guy. Actually, before we do that, we will grab Brave. Brave is also a good starter one, as well as charge. Basically, this is a good starter kit. We're going to go with Chisel, because Chisel has Gouge, which we will learn immediately, because why not? Gouge is wonderful. It drops the enemy, it gives them blind, which drops the enemy's movement and attack ranges to 1. It's beautiful. And you can use that with a spear as well. So you can basically hit someone 2 tiles away, then move 1 tile, and they just can't reach you. It's awesome. Let's see. Oh, okay, next guy. Learning a new spell. Burst would be good. Remir is also a knight. Let's go with charge for her. She can be my forward attacker. Brave, so she has something to do when she has nothing to do. Like I said, burst is good, but so is flame. So we'll go with arc flame for this guy, and then burst blood spike for the other guy. That'll be a little bit of a specialization for that for now. So just like Horizon's Gate, we have a map. We have little icons now for maps that show us if we can go up or down. So that's awesome. Let's pop a bubble. Where to begin? Somewhere. For realsies though. For somewhere, a good start is to clear the area, this main area. Like this map is pretty big. So clear this main area, as many enemies as you can get. Then maybe go to the world map. I'll do that later to show you how the world map works. Get some equipment, and then go to the Corpus Mines. That's where you should go. That's the early game tip from Vertibip. Okay, so we have Junkstone here. This is very important. It's something you can use when you can't use anything, right? So it's good to get lots of it. During my playthrough, I gathered a ton of Junkstone. Early game, it's awesome. Late game, useless as hell. Uses all hell. So I was like, I'll just collect it for funsies. So I collected a whole bunch of it. and because of that, the game now tracks how much you collect. So see if you can beat my record, which I think is 4,096. I'd have to double check, but I got 4,000, at least 4,000 over the course of the game. So there you go. See if you can beat me there. So yeah, like I said, good early start. Clear off some stuff, get some money, get some stuff. Here's where lockpicks come in handy. So early game, you can fill up these Steins, just like in Horizon's Gate. This will be your main MP restoration. And you can come back to any of these. There's a whole bunch of them. I haven't looked at it. No, I did probably, or it didn't matter. Okay. So yeah, that'll be your main MP early game. Look, a fine robe. One of my mages will benefit from that. As you can see, it gives +6 MP, +1 health. Yeah, that is another thing. Your equipment is about half of the health and magic you're going to get. So your equipment needs to... finding better equipment, yes. Finding better equipment is always better than trying to fill... or fill is not the word. Fill up your stars? Fill up your XP, whatever. Instead of grinding XP. There we go. It's better to get armor. So you see there we got our shears. So just like Horizon's Gate, you can use shears to make bandages out of our cloth version of stuff. So early game, you know, you rely on healing with bandages. Bones, of course, are the best. You got to collect those. Oh, bones actually stack now. Not that I can see, or you can see it. There's a lore book, so I won't look at that. There's another bandage, so let's make that and give it to someone. So this is stock weave, or stock. This is the stuff stock weave is made out of. Unfortunately, you can't make stock weave out of stocks, so you know you're limited to decorations for that. Okay, so there's another bubble to pop. So now we've gotten a little bit of so yeah, these have like a range of 3, I think. Yeah, so they're a good 1 damage thing if your guy can't do anything. So oh, we got a wandering ogre, so let's get rid of him. So we're gonna gouge him so he's kind of stuck, and then we're gonna blood spike him. How do I forget which one? They're literally color coded. I forget which one has blood spike. So ogres hit like a truck. On ruin they're even worse. So let's gouge him. So he should be stuck. That's blood spike. So he's going to be limited to hitting him or him. I guess we should fire him? Oh no, we can zappy zap. Except it'll only do 3. Fire already does 3. Just move him over here. Get Zavard in here. I can't quite bide yet. I was going to try to surround him and then bide. Yeah, it'll probably be better just to hit. And Remir can buff herself. See? He hits like a truck. I hate it. That would have just, on Ruin, that would have just killed Remir. He's blinded. Actually, do I have any pulls? I don't have any pulls on him. This guy has burst. So what I can do is burst him back. Right? Like this is one way to trap him against a wall or something. So then we can, he's trapped, so he can't really move. So now would be a good time to bide. However, you know, getting Bide to get set up is just, it's a little hard. Oh, Remir's probably gonna die from that. Shoot. Oh. It is what it is. He's gonna kill Remir and then just walk out. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I can just do fire. So it's kind of difficult early game to get your guys, or to get the enemy where you want them, to do like bide attacks or delayed attacks. But later on, you can drop spikes on the ground to block them. Actually, I should have done that with my one guy, shouldn't I have? I should have spiked the bottom, then I could have bided. I would have had that done in one turn. Oof. But yeah, you can use fire to block people, you can use spikes, and so on. So, I went over basically everything, I think. So let's go see how the world map works. Whoops. Just want to ride. See if I can avoid these Groaches. No! I gotta go around. So on the world map, any place you've been to, you'll have like a quick teleport to get there. So if I go back to the Commoner's Grounds, it'll put me at the entrance here. If I go back to the Watchtower, it'll put me in the Watchtower. But you also have progressive battlefields that you can try. So let's save. So if I beat this battlefield, it'll open up another battlefield. And every time you rest, there's a chance for the battlefields to reset. So this is how you can grind out XP. Oh my god, there's so many of them. I have no AoE. I don't think this is going to go too well. Just hang back. I feel like maybe I can hit 2 of them and then run away. That guy can... he can burst. And then spike, maybe? Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll pluck and go. So we'll gouge... well, let's pick the correct weapon. We'll gouge this guy. And then head back a bit. We will... oh, actually, if he tanks a hit, I can do a double zap. There we go. And this guy's got burst, so we'll do that. So there's a range of 3. Okay, so before we do that, actually, I will poke him and move him back. Him? I keep calling Remir him. Remir is female. So I'm going to burst him down, and that should push him back as well. Give us an extra turn before we're surrounded. We'll get my boy here ready for him. And then... I can't get readied up. He does not have a flail. I guess I'll just throw a rock then. When in doubt, throw a rock. Basically the equivalent of darts, if we're still talking about Horizon's Gate here. Of course, darts do more damage. I put him in harm's way. I shouldn't have done that. I just wanted to zap 2 guys, which was... I should have been more cautious. We're gonna... oof, he's gonna hit, so he's gonna have to self-heal then. So I want him to beat the Groach up. So he's stuck to 1 movement again, so he should be fine if I just move past him. Okay, so if we blood spike him, that'll be 3. So we could burst again. That would open him up though. We'll just smack him. See, there are no class, like there's no, we'll just ride. Why not? There's no class specific skills. If I can open my thing, there we go. So as you see, you don't get like +1 strength, plus whatever for changing classes. So your mages can be just as strong as your warriors, but they also have the ability for spells and range, and spells are great damage dealers in this game. So specking into mage stuff is really only kind of just giving yourself more MP, which also helps warriors anyway. So there's no real class divide. As long as you spec into whatever you feel like using, you're going to be good to go. Okay, so Remir, we are going to beat this guy up. And then come in here and beat him up again. He gets another turn, so we're going to Brave just to get him +1 attack. Okay, so their range is here, so we're going to move ahead 1 just to get prepped for the onslaught that's coming our way. Oh, I wish I had counter. I wish I had a spear for Zavard. I should have given him the spear. Okay, so he's going to smack real hard and then walk away. And then we're going to move in here and spear. And then, oh, I can spear again, right? He is a slayer. And then we can now move in with Remir, who has a bit of health. She's going to get hit 3 times next turn. That might kill her. Let's try to prevent that. We can zappy zap, right? Yeah. That's going to hit everyone. Okay, let's not. Okay, so if I get him in, I can just fireball. Yeah, let's fireball. So we'll go back 1 more. Fireball him. And then he will do a burst. Because our dog is basic sacrificial. If we throw him in here, they're going to likely attack him. So they're going to take some of the heat off of Remir here. Yeah, so we survived. So that's a 3, that's a 10, 6 and 2. Okay, our doggy should be able to take care of him. And then run away. We're going to move in here with... Actually, no, we could do a burst again. Nah. If we just smack this guy... Ooh, can I get rid of everyone in 1 turn, actually? So, 3. I'll at least get rid of the 2 Groaches. So I should be able to blood spike the Groach for 4. And then fireball him. And then Remir can hit him with a spear. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now she should be able to get out of range because we're going to move Zavard forward. I don't have anything for him. Okay, poke him. We basically won this. It's just a victory lap at this point. Hell yeah. So that's how battlefields work. You can get an infinite amount of Junkstone if you want by repeatedly doing this zone. So another thing with Chisel is they have Chain, which is basically a rope from Sailor class. And it will pull enemies and then give them -1 movement. So you can do that plus a chomp from your main guy, which does -1 movement. And most guys have 3 movement, so that'll knock them down to 1. So that's another way to get them down in movement. So you can do some power skills on them. But yeah, that's if there was enemies here, they would drop loot and I would have looted them, but there aren't. They're just little guys. So that opens up the next one, and each successive battlefield gets stronger. You can see in the little corner there. That's 1 skull, that's 1.5 skull. So you'll eventually get battlefields everywhere, and there's a chance for them to reset every time you rest at the campfire, which we're going to go do real quick, because we did take damage. Oh my god, Remir, where are you? Oh, there it is. So yep, we're going to get more lore. I'm just going to skip the dialogue. Okay, so let's show you some early game goodness with use of Chain. Ah, Chain's beautiful. an upgraded chain is very costly. It's like 900 XP, but it is worth it. But you can use chain. I have a habit of just running over spikes. Just to get rid of them, basically. You can see a little switch here. I can't reach it through the window. However, oh, it's in my bar. Chain thrown through the window? Magical. So that's a nice little thing there. Of course, just like Horizon's Gate. You can do whatever to manipulate the world around you. So we're going to show off another little thing. So there's a locked building here with a window. However, our chain only goes in a straight line. But it's a button. We can hit a button with a rock, right? Hell yeah. Free loot. So stuff like that. This is blockaded, you can see here. Well, we can just chain the rock into the nothingness, and there we go. Here's a good early game area. You got your furnace for melting down stuff. You get weapon upgrades. I'm just gonna not do that, so you can discover that on your own. And then, of course, like in Horizon's Gate, you get crafting kits. So, we got that ore sword, but we don't want a sword. Screw that. So we're going to melt the sword and make a spear. Hell yeah. We're going to give that to Zavard. So now Zavard has range and power. Rah! I don't know why I hit my doggy. He was there. That's why. I was testing it against an NP or a character. That's all. Anyway, so that's a nice early look at the differences. You know, you got your same classes off classes. Your main class is the only one that gets XP. You got your skills now instead of stats. So you got your stealth sense is now a skill. Other classes have other things. Let's go over to something else, like a melder. You can get a healer, you can get regeneration, so you can heal more, defy death. Instead of dying, you have a chance to be revived with 1 HP, which is, you know, it's good if you can't get your guy to revive, then having a chance. And you can increase that with skills, right? So it's a higher chance of not dying. Did anyone unlock anything else? Yeah, Vanguard. So each of these classes have basically unique skills. All of the warrior classes have endurance, and all of the mage classes have focus, which is your MP. And then the oh my god, what's the word? Stealthy classes have evasion. So you're going to be jumping back and forth. If you're going to try to like get everything, you're going to be jumping back and forth with these guys, increasing all their stuff. And then there's different ways to play it. Like you don't, like I said, you don't get specific bonuses for playing as a class, so you can be a mystic with warrior abilities and be effective at both, and that's beautiful. Yeah, you got your passes, of course. Counter push, shield bash, blockade, for this guy at least. Oh, I did not show that at all. It's literally right here. So during certain battlefields, there will be sigils that you have to either turn on with electricity, or they'll just be on. And when you stand in them for a turn, or when you're standing in them, you get a buff. But then ley lines, it gives you the benefit for an extra 2 turns. It's beautiful. It's a good early game ability. Because you're going to be using for like your early game warrior type class, he has Fortify, which creates fortifications. That's basically your guard. So you have you'll place 2 guard sigils down, and that with ley lines means you'll get guard for like 3 turns for anyone that stands on them. So it's awesome. And then, like I said, you can do like the early warriors also have heals and stuff as well, so you can just specialize into whatever. And oh my god, I've played through this game like 4 times now, I think, just for testing purposes, and I love it, man. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it too. So with that, I will call it. Hopefully, this gave you a little bit more of an in-depth into the changes and what to look forward to. So bye.